Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Shiggles. As usual, I'm that guy Rickster,
This is Darian. Hi, guys.
and this week we have a great topic to discuss. It's a topic of love. Before we get into that, though, how has your week been?
Not good. I'm sick again, but I'm all right.
Okay. Well, at least you don't
Yeah,
sound sick, so that's good.
I mean, I guess.
You know how to mask it very well, I guess.
No, I'm probably getting better, but this morning was way worse.
Okay. Well, my week was okay. I keep waiting for you with the every time to ask me how's your week, but it's fine. My week was good.
Fuck,
See, I'm here,
fuck your week.
the concerned friend, being like, "How was your week?" And you're just
Fuck your week.
sat in silence. But my week was good. It was tiring. Work was a bit hectic, but you know, it was good. It was a good week. We move on. But with that out of the way, so this week, everyone, we're gonna be discussing Valentine's Day. So the day of love, let's get into it. What are your thoughts?
I don't have much thoughts.
Well, the little
I'm
thoughts
kidding.
you have,
Uh,
what are they?
I'm kidding. But I mean, I really don't have a problem with Valentine's Day, to be honest. It's just that it's not something that I look forward to because I'm mostly a single person. Most
Mm-hmm.
of my life I've been single. In my entire 30 years, I've only had a Valentine's once.
Okay.
And because at that time I was in a relationship and,
Was it a good
it was okay.
Valentine?
Kind of cheesy, kind of corny. The whole I have to get you a gift, you have to get
Yeah.
me a gift, we have to go out and dine or date or something. It's just like, yeah, why so much pressure on one particular day? It's just mad cheesy. But
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe at that time I was still in my super anxious phase, so it was kind of cheesy for me then.
Yeah. Valentine's Day has become over the years very commercialized. So it's not just about the love aspect of it, but it's
Spending.
spending. It's almost like Christmas, where Christmas is all about money now. So I think with it has become that type of day. But I've always been the person to wonder why it has to be a specific day. Everybody's like, "Oh, I love you," blah blah blah. It should be every day. It shouldn't just be the one day. But for
Which is true.
some people, they love it.
And I mean, even though it does make you feel some sort of way because
Yeah.
this is my experience. Back home in Jamaica, I guess it's a huge thing, but it's not so like you see in the movies.
It's
If you live
not.
in New York, like I do, you going on the train, you see people with flowers and gifts, and you see couples together, and then that can get a little bit annoying because then I'm sorry, I'm
Especially if
just
you
being
don't
bitter.
have
Me as a
someone.
me, you're right. I'm just being bitter because me as a single person, you see people kissing, hugging, and then you're like,
But
I'd love to experience that.
one day though.
One day, but then
Yeah.
it's just like another year passed, another
So
year
you're one
passed,
of
another year
you're
passed.
one
It's
of
just
those
like
people who you stay away from Instagram when it comes up to Valentine's Day.
not necessarily. No, I'm bitter, but not that bitter. But it's a case where it's just like you see it so much, like you see all this and all that. So it's just like
Hmm. I've had a few Valentines over the years. And they were all good,
I
I would
mean,
say.
congratulations.
Well, thank you. But they were all good. But I will say though, I don't think I'm ever not that I wouldn't say I'm not the type, but I don't think I've ever just dated people before. I'm always in a relationship.
Lucky you.
No, no, not like that. Like for instance, if I would go like a year, 2 years, 6 months being single. But during that time, it's not like I'm dating. So the next person I get with, I'm in a relationship. That's what I mean. So it's not like I just jump from relationship to relationships. I've had periods where I've gone being single, but I wasn't like dating around, like just going out with people, getting to know them, stuff like that. I just end up being in a relationship afterwards.
Conveniently, it's so
Right?
convenient. But the question I want to ask is that what if you're in a relationship per se? Um you don't celebrate Valentine's Day but your partner does. How does that work?
I think it comes with compromise. You may not celebrate it.
So who's going to compromise? The
I
person
think it
who
can go
celebrates or the
both
person who doesn't
ways. I
celebrate
think
it?
it could go both ways where okay, let's say this year we decide, okay, you're not into it. We don't have to do anything this year for Valentine's. Maybe next year, I'm into it. Let's do something next year. Compromise.
Mm, I guess, but
No, but I mean, if you're in
mm,
a relationship with a person, you have to find a workaround with it some way, somehow.
th- I mean, I guess that's true,
Yeah.
but you know.
How do you think you would handle it? What would happen?
Um that's a great question because I'm pretty stubborn. Um to be honest, I really don't know. I really don't know. I think for me, I would probably just take the back seat and I probably wouldn't mind
If your
being,
partner
I
did
think I would more
something.
than likely, yeah, I would probably more than likely be the one that doesn't really care per se.
Yeah.
Um and it's because I don't know, maybe this is something with trauma, but like a lot of love and affection and attention, like too much gets a little bit
Yeah.
cheesy and corny and cringe for
But
me.
then everybody has different love languages. So maybe the person you end up with, their love language is like giving gifts. So they love giving gifts. So you would understand that's just my partner. They like getting gifts. So you just
And
go with it.
I guess maybe I wouldn't feel too bad about it because if that's your love language, probably they're doing that all year round. So it
Yeah.
wouldn't just feel as if, oh, they're just doing it this day. So I guess I can see that. But it does sucks though.
It does.
Like I mean,
It does.
I know it sucks, yeah, for a lot of people. Even outside of Valentine's Day, because like I be seeing couples and stuff like that in the streets, holding hands, kissing, walking, and I'm just like,
When will it be
I
me?
want them dead. No, I
Not I
want them
want them
dead.
dead.
Because like, why are you showing to the end of the world? Oh, I'm in love, and I'm like, and then, that's just the jealousy and the
That's just the
bitterness
jealousy
talking.
coming out. I mean, the people are in love. Like the people love each other. Come on.
I mean, but you know,
But I don't
if you're
think.
listening this, be my Valentine. I'm joking.
I mean, you might start getting people inboxing you to be your Valentine. But
But then that's the thing is not like people don't inbox me, but life is funny because who you want don't want
oh
you, and
my
who
god,
wants
that's
you you
so
don't want.
true. That's the age old story for a lot of people. But do you think Valentine's has to be just for couples? Can like friends be each other's Valentines without it being romantic?
To be really honest, I'm always of the view that your friends are also like a soulmate too.
Yeah.
But to go that far, like to maybe if you want to get them like a bar of chocolate or something
Yeah,
like that,
because
then maybe that's
what if
fine.
both friends are single
But
and them don't have nobody for the Valentine's? They just buy each other a chocolate like here, girl, for Valentine's. Choke.
I guess I don't think it's something I would do to a friend though.
Yeah.
Nah, because it would be like
What about
no, no.
what about those
No.
people who break up with their partner before Valentine's Day because they don't want to buy them anything? Or I knew this girl back in high school. She went all out. She got this guy like wine and chocolate, or like a shit ton of stuff she got to do, and he broke up with her the day after.
And you know what's funny? What's really funny about this situation?
Hmm.
This person could have had the intent or intention of breaking up with this person before. I
Long
mean, doing it
before.
directly around this time frame is just kind of,
It's
it's
shitty.
just nasty work. It's
Especially
really
after
nasty
she
work.
spent so much getting you all these things and you need to break up with her. Valentine's is a very tricky day because on one hand it is all lovey-dovey and Cupid's bow and happiness for some people, and for others it's just like doom and gloom. I hate this day. When will it end?
Yeah, it's too much. And then you have strangers telling you Happy Valentine's Day. I'm
Oh
like,
my god,
okay,
why?
what the hell is like? It's not like it's Christmas or some shit like that. Like tell that to your partner or your spouse or your husband, something, not to random strangers.
What
It's
if it's not happy?
Exactly.
And why does it
Like,
always have to be happy? Happy New
but
Year.
thinking about it, I think my last relationship, I think we broke up after Valentine's. It wasn't exactly Valentine's Day, but I think it was maybe like 2, 3 weeks after.
Okay.
Does that count
It
as
doesn't
no? I don't
because
think that.
if
I
it was
don't
like
think
the
that.
day after, like within the same week of the 14th, then I would say yes. But it's like 2 3 weeks afterwards, then the time frame has passed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But for those that celebrate it, I guess it's also can be a good thing to show like your love and appreciation for someone that you're with. Maybe you're super busy, like you have like a lot of thing going on, work, school, and like this day you can set it aside and say, you know
Yeah.
what, we don't get a lot of times to do this, so let's plan a date. Let's stay home and do some nasty maybe all day. Something, like to catch up
Some people
to
would
say,
love
hey,
that.
I really love you. I mean, you don't have to wait that day to do the nasty, but
Yeah, but at least on that day, for most, it's the special day, and that's when you're like, oh, let's go all out and do everything for my partner. Even if you don't, as you said, don't get to do it throughout the year. At least that one day, this is the day we're going to do something.
also, if you're a side piece, this is the day if you are the main or the side. Can you imagine you're with
Now
someone and
that
then you
is where
said
it gets
Valentine's Day,
tricky.
they post up with their wife or the other girlfriend and be like, baby, I love you so much, you're my entire world, and you're there just sitting looking like
The relationship would have to done.
cue the clown music.
Milwaukee. Like
Cue the clown music.
I saw somebody post on Instagram under like one of those Valentine's Day is coming type posts. They're like,
Valentine is coming.
I know that
Where's your
song. No,
boyfriend?
but it's not that. They're going to just go into under couples posts that they post on Valentine's. We're like, it was great seeing you last week, just to spread chaos. And that is how they're going to spend their Valentine's Day. They're just going to go
No,
under posts and just post stuff.
no, but some people are really devious,
Of
like
course.
really, really devious.
And they live
Like
for the chaos.
crazy,
But
crazy.
that was
But
funny
yeah,
to me because I'm like, imagine, because let's say what if it's like a guy and a girl, and like the chick is somewhat probably insecure about the relationship. She probably think the guy is like cheating. Imagine I post my picture with me and my boyfriend, and I see some random chick. It was great seeing you last week. I would want to
who,
know what the hell is going on.
who is this?
And then
But
that's going to ruin the day. Cause
no,
arguments.
everybody day is ruined.
Yes.
Yep. But I always say that don't find yourself in situations like situationships and being a side piece, a side chick, or even like a sugar baby, because on this day it kind of most times like people will tell you how they feel about you, or they will show
They
you
will
that
show you.
you're not that much of a priority as you thought
But then you
you
do
were.
you do
So
have the people who they play it very well, and they're going to make sure the main and the side they have what they need to have on that day. So everyone feels
no that's some
special.
real no that's some real skill. And who got the time to be entertaining three
Some
four five people
people.
to be giving out 3 4 5 no,
Some people
that's too
do. And
much.
that takes skills that I do not have or time.
A lot of skills, a lot of skills.
But yeah.
But yeah, so do you have a Valentine this year? Why the pause? Do you have a
I was
Valentine this
sipping my
year?
water. You saw me drinking the water. Don't do that. The people can't see us. I was sipping my water. And yes, I do.
Oh,
That's all
so
I
what
will
will you
say
guys
on
be doing?
that.
So why the sudden? We're having an open discussion. Like, what are you guys planning to do?
I have no idea as yet. Honestly, I'm not a big planner of things or stuff like that, but I do. So we'll see what happens on the day. I literally cannot say what is going to happen because I don't know.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations.
I like the fact that you kept the bile out of your voice when you said the congratulations. I appreciate that. Thank you.
The jealousy, the jealousy, the jealousy.
You are something else.
But yeah, cannot relate. A
One
single man.
day, one day you will. And then you will rub
Listen,
it
let
in
me
my
let me let me let me
face.
let me let me let me let me address that too. I hate y'all people. You see that be in a relationship or be dating, and then y'all be like, "Oh, don't worry, one day they'll come. Oh, don't
But
worry, when
it's
it's
not
your
a
time."
lie.
It's not comforting to say that though. What do you expect me to do with that information?
Wait for the day. I don't know what else you think. Wait for the day to come.
anyways, anyways,
Anything else you have to say about Valentine's Day before we move on?
all I can say
Oh,
is ensure
I don't
you show your
think
partner's love.
I don't think we gave anything that made sense since we started talking about this to help anyone on their day. If anything, guys, we gave you something to laugh about.
I mean, ensure if you have that
Oh,
special person you can show that you love and appreciate them, doing
yes.
the small gestures along their love language and not what necessarily what you like. Think about the person as to if the person would appreciate this, if they would appreciate that, if they'd like to do this, and show your love the best as you can.
And
You don't necessarily have to wait until Valentine's Day. You can do this any other day, but if this is the only time you get, ensure that you show that person that you love them, because sometimes people need a little reassuring.
that's true. And also, it's not about what you can give or how much you can spend. The tiniest gestures, they will go a very long way. It's all about how you present to your partner. And I'm sure your partner will appreciate whatever it is that you do for them, even if you don't spend like $1 million to get them something for Valentine's Day.
Thank you for not saying the thought that's count, because it's so cliche.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I don't like that. I do not like that. Sometimes it's not the thought, because sometimes no thought was put into it.
None whatsoever. So
Exactly. Anyway, well, with that, we're not going to take a break this week. We're just going to move on to our next segment, or this week's segment. And this week, we're talking about traitors. Drew,
what
Darian,
we're watching in reality TV. Okay.
take it away, because you introduced me to this, and I thank you, because
I
this
mean,
is
it's good.
such
It's
a
a
good
good show.
show.
It is a good show.
Let's get into it.
Um, w- what I can say about this show is that it's one of those shows where you might see people talking about it on social media, and you're like, I don't see what the hype is.
That
But
was me.
when you do actually watch it, you're like, hey, this is actually good, because it's like a mix of characters. They casted mixed people from different game shows like The Challenge,
Big
Housewives. So
Brother,
it brings like a huge dynamic
Survivor as well.
Survivor as well. So it brings a huge dynamic to the show, and they have some pretty interesting characters who make it funny as hell.
Phaedra.
Phaedra, yeah, the
I think
housewives, because even
everyone
Sherry,
loves
Sherry is so
Phaedra.
dumb. Sherry is so dumb, but I mean, she does dumb shit that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Um,
But what I like about it, because I was one of those persons who saw it on social media and was like, I'm not going to watch this. I have other stuff watching. But you kept saying you should watch it. It's really good. And you suggested like a lot of shows to me, and they've all been good. So I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
say thank you.
I did say thank you at the head of the segment. Calm down. Anyway, what I like about the whole thing is the murder mystery aspect of it. I love that. Like I love anything that has to do with suspense, and the music that they use in the background, just like everything how they do everything on the show. I know it's a competition show, but just like that mysterious thing they have going on, trying to figure out who is the traitor, it is so good.
And I will say this: I've watched a few other game shows, but the way they structure the format of the show, it makes you more interested in the challenges that they
Yes.
do. Like, I don't really care for the challenges that much, but the outside, like the round table, to me, that's where the
The
real game
real
is.
game is at the
But
round table.
To be honest, the faithful's been playing it really, really stupid.
Oh yeah.
From the start, if they had listened to people like Larsa and what's
Peppermint.
his name, and Max,
Mm-hmm.
those two were really good at, they were immediately able to point out that, hey, Dan is a traitor, Dan
Yes.
got to be a
Like they
traitor,
said it from day
and nobody
one.
listened to them. And nobody listened to them, and then Dan tried to throw Phaedra under the
Let's
bus,
get
and
into
I'm like,
episode 6 because that's where the shit hit the fan.
Dan deciding to throw Phaedra under the
Was a
bus was the
stupid
dumbest
move.
move
Because
whatsoever.
sometimes I think they forget that Phaedra is a lawyer. And this woman knows how to argue her way out of situations.
You know what the issue is? A lot of them look at the housewives as,
Dumb.
oh, as dumb, and allegedly it's a scripted show. It's not their real life, so they don't know how to
Yeah.
act or whatever
And
like that.
because they were
But
on
if you've really
Survivor
looked
and
at
the
it,
challenge, they think, oh, they don't know how to play the
because
games. But they're the ones who are winning.
the housewives are more deceptive.
They are
They lie,
deceitful. They
pillage,
are
and
so
steal all the
deceitful.
time.
Especially Phaedra, which I think it was the perfect choice for them to make Phaedra a traitor. Like that was the best decision. And what I like, what episode 6, back to the round table, everyone had said that they think it's Dan and Parvati, right? The week before they said it was Parvati before they called Dan's name. Dan made some alliance with Parvati in the previous episode because they were like, if anything happens, we'll throw Phaedra to the wolves. What I don't like is when they were sitting at the table, everyone is pointing the finger at you. If last week everybody was saying it's Parvati, why not turn the tables back on her? Why bring
That is what I
somebody
said
else in it?
too. Because nobody suspected Phaedra. If
Nobody
he had said
suspected
Parvati,
Phaedra.
if he had said it Parvati, it would have been easier for him to get Parvati out
Yes,
as to get in.
Parvati would have been gone 2 weeks ago.
So I don't know why he decided to use Phaedra, and the reasons was just so dumb. Or your reactions, and also the new faithful Kate kind of backed her up in the sense. She kind of
Yes,
helped her up a
Kate
little
did.
bit by
Because
saying,
Kate
if this
was
is
like,
really what you think,
that's ridiculous. That makes no
but
sense.
Trishelle is smart.
Trishelle is
Trishelle
on
knows
Phaedra's
that there's
case.
she knows that there's more than one fate
Traitor.
traitor, and more than likely Dan was trying to throw another traitor under the bus, and she's the only one that picked up
She's
on
the
that.
only one.
But everybody else is still hell set on Parvati,
Because Parvati is making it very
which
obvious
I
she's the
want her
traitor.
to say Parvati should. I want him to get rid of her too. I mean, she's
Yeah.
good TV, but she's been getting on my
Because
nerves.
because
She's been really
like
getting on
Phaedra
my
said to her
nerves.
in the last episode, you have to like be more lovable. You're making it too obvious that you're the traitor.
Yeah, because she walked into the room like, oh, what are we talking? But so icy and cold, no compassion when people get
Exactly.
sent. So my brain would automatically be like,
Something's up.
you are a traitor. Like
Because
you are a traitor.
you know why I think Phaedra is getting away with it? Because Phaedra is playing very soft and, oh my gosh, can you help me with this? I have no idea what's going on. No, you don't say.
But she's also playing both sides as
She
well too, because
is.
she's being present with the faithfuls, and then she's also being present with the traitors. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like a middle ground. She's not really doing too much and not really doing too little. So it's not easy to
And
pinpoint.
you know what I respect about her? The week when Parvati was trying to get Sheree to drink out of the chalice for her to be the one to get kicked out, Phaedra was
And she
like,
was trying to send Sheree.
not
No,
on
no,
my
no.
watch.
Not Sheree.
Not Sheree.
Not
And
Sheree. She saved Sheree there.
but I wonder what Sheree is going to say when she finds out that Phaedra was one of the traitors all this time.
When she saved her in the episode that came out
Yes.
Thursday night, I'm like, when you find out that Phaedra was actually a traitor, you're gonna be so
And then
gagged.
Phaedra was crying like the tears. And I'm like, oh my
Yo.
God, girl, you are so good at this.
The Oscar for Best Actress,
Goes to Phaedra Parks.
Best Actress.
She's
'Cause
so
I'm like,
good.
yo. But this episode, the last episode, felt like a filler episode though, because nothing
Nothing really
happened.
happened.
Nobody really got banished, nothing like that. And I'm just like, this just pretty much like wasted an episode.
Because
We also did not get to see them like sending somebody home.
because Parvati messed it up. I don't think she decided to recruit the wrong person. She should have recruited the chick who backed Phaedra up at the table. You just said her name. Kate.
Kate.
She should have. Kate
Yeah.
is who they should have recruited. Now Kate would
But-
have been really good.
But here's the thing, and I said this 2 episodes ago about Peter. He's really smart, but he did something really dumb on the last episode. If you're going to form an alliance with four other people, and every time every other single person walk in, and you're like, "Oh no, not right now," that's gonna make you look suspicious. That's gonna
Mm-hmm.
make them not trust you, and just like they did with Sandra, or whatever her name is, she's going to go and form with other people as well.
Yes.
Now, this can create tension within the faithfuls, as Parvati said, because they're going to start thinking that Peter is a traitor because why is he so hell bent and why is he, you know? So I'm like,
Because at
why
the end of
didn't
the
you?
day, it's a competition show. They're all here for the money.
And I'm like, why didn't you like tell your core what you really think, but still include everybody else with picks and pockets so they
Yeah.
don't feel left out? Leaving them out to put a target on you that you have this alliance, and who to tell if some of these people aren't actual traitors too?
Because he kept saying like, "Oh, we'll tell you later," but later never came.
Exactly, and that's the reason why they formed that
That's why
dumbass
they
plan,
found
saying
their
that
group. Because basically, all they're saying is you're trying to make it that you four make it to the end. So one of you four are going to get the money. We are also here for the money. So at this point, we need to have the upper hand. So we need to get rid of you guys because you already have your core four.
Yeah, crazy.
It is, but it's
But
so good. Anyone out
it's
there,
a really good
take
show.
my. I was not watching it first. I was advised to watch it. If you can, please watch Traitors. It is the one specifically with Phaedra Parks. It is so good.
Season 2.
Season two, that episode when Ekensu when Phaedra,
Oh my
oh,
lord, not Ekins.
like that's just
Yo,
TV gold.
for season 3, I want them to cast a lot more bigger names too. Outside of the uh outside of the game challenge shows,
Mm-hmm.
because to be really honest, if Phaedra wasn't on it and Sherry wasn't on it, I don't think I would have had the inclination to
To
watch
watch
no
it,
matter how
yeah,
people talked about it. Like having those big names, from other shows or stuff like that will get people from that audience to tune in because these people are on. So they need to get like some really, really, really
yeah.
good
I think they
people from.
might just because of how well this season is doing with the housewives on it. I think they might do that.
Imagine getting a Nini leaks.
Oh God,
That would be
that would be
crazy.
a good season.
That would be crazy. But yeah,
Also, so everybody knows we're watching Drag Race, but UK versus the world started. I watched the first episode, and I have to say I am disappointed in Mayhem.
I'm gonna say this just now. Um, Someone made a comment that she was like last last ditch effort, because like they casted someone else and the
And then
person
they
dropped
fell
out at the
out.
last minute, and then they fell out and then they brought her. But
Oh,
two things can be true. And the reason why I say two things can be true, I do not think she take these things seriously. Prior to her coming on, and let me finish. Prior to her coming on her
I'm not gonna say anything.
first season, I thought you were about to say something, but prior
No.
to her coming on her first season, I got the impression from people that she was a legend.
Yes, because I was
So
excited to see
if
her on
if
her season.
so if it is that you have that repertoire, why do you make it on the show and then you act like it's not that important? Like it's funny to you.
And
And someone said that they kind of felt like Tyra Banks, because like people are rooting for you, but to you this is just a joke. Like you're just retweeting on Twitter, it's like it's just a joke. There's other people who could have gotten that spot who probably wanted it more than you do. So
but not only
you
that, like
haven't taken it
you
seriously at
walk in
all.
and everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's Mayhem." Because they know what you are outside of Drag Race. So why aren't you bringing that to the stage? Because this is her second All Star she's in, and she's going home first.
Like
What was that
that's
talent?
crazy. That's crazy. And then she was laughing. That pissed me off. That pissed me all the
Yeah.
way off.
Even Gothy
But
Kendall with that fire thing, as much as she was in the bottom, I think that was amazing. When she did the spin
it's,
thing, like,
yeah,
that was so good.
she just never had the body language and the
Yeah.
confidence to.
Which
But
I'm shocked
I
because you were on the first season of UK. You haven't grown in like when you just came on the show the first time, you were literally just starting drag. It's been 4 seasons. This is technically season 5. You haven't grown.
I guess different people take different time to grow. Take
No,
different
but
amount of
but
times,
you're
I guess.
traveling all over the world, performing in like different audiences across the world. The confidence you must have grown some by now.
Well, I'm rooting for her, but she's not gonna go far.
Oh
But
no,
this
she's
is
not
a
gonna
La
go far.
Dame. This is a La Dame stan
You
account.
see, that's the thing, and I think, and that's the other reason why I
I
was.
never watched. I never watched that season with her. I actually, she's from France,
She's
right?
from France. I have
I
never watched
haven't.
any of the French episodes. I haven't watched any of the Philippines. So when I see like girls from those franchises that I haven't watched, I'm like, this is going to be interesting. Which is why I was disappointed in Mayhem, because I'm like, you're coming on a stage with girls from these franchises where they are doing some ridiculous shits on their seasons, and you're going to come with that to go up
And
against
just to
them,
joke about it, like I
girl.
was rooting for you. We were
Come
all rooting for
on.
you. How dare you learn something from this? But I like Ladam because she literally falls into the category of people who I generally like. You
I
know, the high fashion and
Yeah,
then
I can see
kooky
that,
quirky.
but I
So
think it's going to come down to her and Hanaconda.
or maybe what's her name from Holland?
Who's that? Ketamine?
Ketamin. What's her name?
No,
Ketamine. What's her
Ketamine
name?
won. That was Down Under. She won Down
No,
Under.
no, man. There's someone only from Holland right now.
Really?
Isn't it Holland? What's her name?
Who? Chorizo May? Chorizo is from the
No, not
UK.
that. Not that. No, hold on. Let me see. Because I know.
From Holland,
I
you
know
sure?
the. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Because there gotta be someone on it. Let me see. Because I know I'm
Because
not missing.
you sure is not
Got
the got is not Gotti
Keta
Kendall.
Minaj. Yeah, Keta Minaj. She's from Netherlands.
Who's that?
Keta. What do you mean? Who's?
I don't remember her.
Yeah. I think she's gonna go far too.
I do not remember her.
Yeah, but she definitely is on the season.
Okay.
I
What do
think
you
it's. I think
how well do you think Scarlett is going to do?
probably fifth, sixth.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think all the way, but for me, I think it's between
Oh, Keta
Madame Marina
Minaj is
Summers.
from one of the seasons of Holland that I didn't watch. I didn't watch that season. That's why I didn't know
Oh no,
her.
one.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay. Okay, I didn't watch that season.
I think it's between her, Ladam, and Marina from the Philippines.
So Hanaconda as well. Because remember, she made it to the top two on her season.
Probably.
Yeah.
But what if she lands in the bottom and you're like chop?
Because you know that's what they're waiting on. Like they're just waiting for you to slip up and they will send you home. But I'm excited for
Yeah.
this season. I mean, it's interesting that they started it when season 16 is going on.
They don't have a choice because there's too
There's
much. Because
just too
after season
much,
16, they
yeah.
gotta go to All Stars.
As
Yeah.
soon as season 16 is done, is All Stars, and then like as soon as UK versus the World is finished, you're gonna have UK season 6, I think.
And I think there's global All Stars too.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm excited.
So
I'm
it's a
watching both
lot.
of them at the same time. I don't really have much to say about the last episode of Drag Race, but UK versus the World, this first episode was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, guys, we're gonna say, because this is coming out on Valentine's Day, we're gonna say Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there, whether you're with someone or you're celebrating alone, you're a single, like my co-host.
And bitter like me.
Yeah, Happy Valentine's Day to all of you, and hope you have a wonderful day. Anything to say to the listeners?
No, I don't have anything else to say.
See, that's what happens when you're bitter. Do not,
I know.
do not be like
I
him.
know.
Joking. If that's your thing, do you, boo. But with that, we're going to say don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and listen to Shiggles wherever you listen to your podcast. With that said, I've been that guy Rickster,
And your ever opinionated Darian.
and we'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.